I should have had a better childhood. Have you had a thought like that? Well, that's a very painful way to live, and it separates me from the experience that the universe is benevolent, flowing in my life as me. So, inquiry brings me back to the place where I see that benevolence in every part of my life. So, with this, I start inquiry. I first just look at the impact of my thoughts. When I'm thinking I should have had a better childhood, what happens? And I rehearse again things that happened, and it's reliving something that isn't even here anymore. And I feel diminished, like I look at myself as less than somehow. I imagine this other person I would have become. Now, without that thought, well, I'm just here today. I'm not even thinking about my past. So I notice that their stress is more in the thoughts than in actual life today. Next, I look and just simply ask myself, can I know 100% that I should have had a better childhood? No. So already there's a new opening. And in this opening, there's the space to find the benevolence that I've been shutting out with my ideas about how things would have been better. So then to find that benevolence, I use turnarounds. So my childhood was perfect is a turnaround. Well, my childhood was perfect. Well, absolutely, it taught me a lot of skills. In fact, given the various challenges that I overcame, I had an automatic connection with teachers and with bosses because I knew how to work a very structured system. So, yeah, actually, I'm glad I got those skills. I wouldn't trade them. It also developed a lot of sensitivity to people who are going through all kinds of emotional upheaval. I'm really grateful for that understanding and compassion. And I look more closely and I notice that with that idea of a better childhood comes this idea that I would have been more confident, more assertive, more productive. I would have ended up with higher status, higher status in the jobs I had, or higher status in the relationships I had, and where I end up living. And when I look to see, is that really the life that I think is better? I see it does seem to have some comforts, but looking at life from not always being an insider has helped me a lot. I see other people and I actually wouldn't want to be them. They kind of go with the system in ways that I question. I'm glad I questioned because I was sort of outside the system. And comfort really isn't my highest priority. There's a certain amount of analyticalness and connecting with outsiders and free spiritedness that I probably wouldn't have otherwise. So, yes, I really don't want to have reached that greater level of prestige. I really like how my life has turned out. This has been the best path. Certainly a very benevolent path for me. And while my range of influence might not be what I would have had the other way, what I influence as, the insights that I bring, this life brings the kind of insights I'd want to contribute. So I'm grateful. It has been benevolent. I wouldn't trade my childhood for anything.